What's up, guys? I wanted to record a video on a trick, and the trick is this trick right here, right? That everybody wants to know. It's not really a combo, it's only really two moves, so it's this into that. And that's the one that little catch right there is what people wanted to know. So, kind of messing around with that other bell song, but so, let me get where the light's a little better. As you can see, I blew out the bottom of my thing, if you didn't see that already, with this, the little pointy ass titanium handles in the corner. Anyways, aside from that, so this trick is kind of, I learned this trick after learning a different trick. So the trick was actually inspired from this trick right, well, I'm kind of scared to grab it because I haven't done this trick in a while, so I have like the feel for it, but it was inspired by this trick right here. See how that catch kind of finishes it off? And so they're very similar because the other trick that you guys want to know is that trick right there. And so they're kind of different, but I'll tell you right now, this one where you catch it at the end, your chances of getting injured doing this trick, if you're not using a trainer, are very, very high. That one right there. Your chances of getting hurt while doing this one, very low. So that's why I usually do that one, is because it's the same amount of shock value, or not shock value, but it's the same amount of value. Like looking at the tricks, like they both look equally as cool, but one is so much more dangerous than the other. Like doing that one where I catch it, I have gotten cut. I cannot tell you how many times doing that trick. But anyways, that's one of the most dangerous tricks. Maybe I'll make a video one day on the most dangerous tricks I've done, but that is like one of the most dangerous tricks that I've ever had to like learn. But let's get right into it. So the first part is a behind the eight ball. I have a full tutorial on behind the eight ball up on my channel, so I'm not going to go too far into depth on it. I'll try to remember to link it in the description. But essentially all it is, as a quick review, is you're going to do one rotation. So you're going to open up the knife, one rotation. You're going to put this finger right here, one rotation around that finger, boom. And you're going to link these two fingers together. So after that rotation, you link the two fingers together, link. Then you're going to go over this thumb, one rotation. And then the last one is when it lands flat like this, you're going to do that rotation around this thumb again, and you're going to end up on the bite handle. So one thing I would recommend is, if you don't know behind the eight ball, I would recommend just learning it, because it's kind of like a hard thing to get down. But if you're like used to it, then it'd almost be like, you'll be like, man, you know, I'm really good at this trick and I'm trying to figure out a way to finish it. And you'll get to the point to where like it just comes naturally and you're looking for things to add to it. So once you get decently good at this trick, I would not try any of these things until you're decently good at this trick. And so once you get good at that trick, when you get to the finish, which is this part right here, that last rotation, usually people finish off with a wrist pass. So you're doing a little tilt so that the blade doesn't touch you, right? And that's how you're going to kind of start these tricks. So the typical behind the eight ball would end off after that wrist pass like that, right? And you could also go into, I guess you could go into like a helix type of motion. So like, I don't know why I'm even talking about that. Let's not get into that. So basically, onto the trick is that when you finish behind the eight ball, you go two rotation. On that third rotation, you're going to do that wrist pass, but here's where it's different. Instead of letting the handle touch and then finishing the trick there, what you're going to do is you're going to take this thumb. So there's two options. If you want to do the catch where it stops the momentum, then you're going to flick it. If you want to do the catch where you catch only one handle and keep the momentum going, then you're not going to flick it. And the reason why is because if I'm flicking this, right? Watch this when I flick it. See that rotation that it has, a pretty strong rotation? Now watch this whenever I don't flick it. See how this rotation slows? So when you're doing the trick where you do the catch, you want the rotation to be fairly fast so that you can catch it and it can come into your hands and the momentum can keep going. But when you're doing the one where you catch one handle only, you want that rotation to be slow, because you don't want it to be hard to find the handle that you're going to catch. See what I'm saying? So it just depends on which one you want to do. So if you want to do the one that is the single-handed catch, then, which is the one that I believe was the focus of the video, then you're not going to flick it. So these two fingers usually would flick and keep that rotation going. So that's if you want to do that catch. And I can do a separate video on that one, because I know people have wanted me to. But let's focus right now on not flicking it and doing the one where you catch one handle only, like that. Because you can keep the momentum going and it's much better for combos. Okay, so when you come up to here, it's very important to keep that circular motion going. So you see how you finish off with that wrist pass on behind the 8 ball? It should be on this handle. You finish off with that wrist pass, see? And you want to keep that circular momentum going. I'm kind of exaggerating so that you can kind of see, but this is a motion that you'll just kind of feel in your hand. It's not this exaggerated, but you'll feel that exaggerated motion. And as soon as you come on the upswing of it, so as soon as you come on the upswing of this circle right here, you're going to come up. So it's going to be like this. This is how the normal one would finish off, right? I'm going to break the other panes of glass in my house. Anyways, so it's going to finish off like that, right? But for this, and slow motion, it'll be like, right? But for this one, instead of stopping it, you're going to keep it going. And as soon as you get to this point right here, so normally it'd finish here, but as soon as you get to this point, like right here, you're going to pick up your hand and let go with these 3 fingers, or really all the fingers, however many you have on there. So it's be like this, normal, like that. The one where you do the rotation is like that, see? And so it's gonna do actually a very small rotation. So if you take it like this way and imagine it this way, I'm here, I'm going to let go, and it's going to spin, and then when it gets to this point right here, you're going to grab this handle. And so I'll try to throw it really slow so you can see, but it should look like that, see? So it's not anything super exaggerated, but it's definitely something to get used to. So yeah, that's it. And I would say to not be afraid to go ahead and grab the handle, because if you know the wrist pass, like here's the thing, most likely you're going to catch the right handle. There's a huge window of opportunity because you have all the way from here all the way to here even to catch it. You know what I'm saying? Here all the way to here, and you're not going to get cut. The other version where you do the full catch, this one right there, well, I kind of messed it up, but that one has a very high chance of injury, as you can see. So that is like one of the most dangerous tricks that I've ever learned. That's why I mostly do this other catch, because it's like much more reward for way less risk. But all of that is just to say that don't be afraid to grab the handle, because it's gonna be easy, really. It's gonna be easy once you get that throwdown, which should just be a nice slow rotation. That catch should be fairly easy. And the good thing is that, let's say you grab the wrong handle, right? Let's say you grab this handle, you still are fine as long as you wrist pass. You know what I'm saying? Which, by the way, I have never in my history of trying this trick ever grabbed the wrong handle. So I don't think it's something that usually happens. But that's pretty much the tutorial. So let's review it one last time. We're gonna do behind the 8 ball. When you get to this point, start that circular rotation. When you get right here, pick up your hand and let go completely. That's going to cause it to rotate slowly, and it's going to rotate in the air all the way to this point right here, in which when you get your hand out of the way, by the way, when you throw it, you want to throw your hand up and then turn it upside down like a palm. So up and then turn it upside down like you're going to receive an offering or some shit, I don't know. But and then you're just going to let that handle fall into your hand, or go out and grab it if you want to. And once you grab it, that's going to be the perfect point. And a few things that you can do is you can do that little rotation. So if you know how to do the endless fan, you'll know how to do that. You can go into a choker if you want to, but really grabbing it that way. You can even go into a, one thing which I haven't really done. Let's see, how does it land like this? Yeah, one thing I haven't really done is you could actually probably do it like a 0G chaplain if you wanted to. So that's one way to finish it off. So yeah, there's a lot of options you have. I hope that was helpful. If it wasn't, go ahead and let me know. And if it was, go ahead and let me know, because I definitely want to, see if my tutorials will help you guys out. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, because I'm always looking for ways to help you guys. So let me know if that helped out. Other than that, one little tip too is no matter if you're doing, no matter if you're doing the rotation, the slow rotation or the fast rotation with the flick, no matter which one of those you're doing, you want to make sure that you're flat like a tabletop when you release it. Because if you're like this and you throw it with that little momentum, it's going to get all wacky. If you're up too high and you throw it with that momentum, it's going to get all wacky. So you want to try to be flat or like a tabletop. So yeah. And if you guys end up wanting the tutorial for this, wait, hold on. If you guys end up wanting the tutorial for this one, whoa, I almost cut myself. For this one right there, let me know. I'm not that great at it, but I'll definitely try. So that's it. Let me know if that ended up helping you. And if it didn't, let me know as well. So peace out, guys.